Hi, my name is Che Robert Yoon, and this is my project called Ultimate Wordle Unlimited. Once you start the game, you'll be brought to a how to play section with all the rules and some keybinds, and you press exit. You will be presented two boards, one for yourself and one for the CPU. You will first start in beginner mode, and I'll explain the other four more modes you can play. You have a little keyboard, and you have these settings things, which I'll explain later. So right now, you'll just play Wordle against a computer. This is easy mode, so it shouldn't be that crazy, but it still can guess the word pretty fast. So for example, here it guessed it in 3 attempts, and let me just reboot the thing again, and then I'll guess crane again, Mater, red, anchor. If not, gets it in 4 tries. Okay. So this is the basic demo of the project itself. The other two more modes here, veteran and expert, are modes that are more difficult than this. As beginner will guess it in 3 to 6 attempts, but veteran will guess it in 2 to 5, and expert CPU in 1 to 3 approximated. So these work similarly, and it's just a very difficult version of the beginner bot. But the number 8 for master mode works differently. It's not very different, but instead of just guessing on its own, it knows what your board is doing. So for the beginner modes and veteran modes and the expert mode, it only knows its own guess. It cannot see your board. You can see their board, so it's only fair that the game is hard in general, but it cannot see your own board. But in this mode, the master mode, which I named Idris, the CPU board will be able to guess your own board. Okay, so for the master mode, I'll just enter crane again. Let's try to enter the same word every time. So in this case, I didn't really give it enough information. It'll still solve it, but the thing is that I gave it the same word like 6 times, which means that it'll keep on knowing that CRAN. Rain is not in the word, and C is actually in the word. It solves it on its own, but I didn't give it really that much information. If we reboot the board right now, and then let's try to give it more, I guess, busy words. We already gave it bush. That's really crazy. I do not know that many words. Okay, so here we gave it pretty good information. We gave it that there is none of the gray words left. A, E, and R's are in the word, and it was able to solve its own by looking at this board. So in this one, with more information given, the board was able to solve it better. Okay, so how the code works is that every time that you press enter or start the game, it'll load up the entire solutions list and then place it into the first row. What this does is it gets all the color combinations of the first word and finds all the solutions that fit that condition, and then every solution will be looped over one more time and calculated by, and they calculate the entropy value. The entropy value is the expected amount of information given per word, and the higher the entropy, the more solutions that word can give in the next turn, which is calculated right here. So it's calculated by the possibilities of that word on the next turn times the log base 2, and averaged out, which will basically give it the total entropy value. And the next word basically is all the words calculated, and from all these calculations, the best entropy value is chosen, and that word is the next word. Right there, depending on difficulty, it really depends on difficulty how that works. As for easy mode, only entropies that are lower than 4.0 is there. For normal mode, it's 6.25. If hard mode, is just over 4.20, and they had to be consecutively bigger. And the master mode that I just showed will not only take in its own words, but also your own words, and combine it into everything to solve it using your information. So that's about it for my game. Thank you for watching,